Hello everybody, how are you today? Game Cooker here. I just wanted to let you know that there's a reason why I haven't been posting a lot of VR gaming this week. And you're going to see a neat trick in about a second. So, the reason why I didn't post a lot of VR games this week or last week is because I hurt my hand. And I hurt my hand playing, and I had my chaperone turned down. It was on, but it wasn't prominent. I misjudged where my wall is in anticipation of, where the play area ended in my, in-game grid when I was playing. So I ended up swinging as hard as I could, and I, boom, hit the wall, and my hand bent back. I not only impacted the wall at high speed, but I bent my hand back as well. So it's still pretty painful. Somebody said I might have broke a bone, but I'm not going to go get it looked at just yet. I'll give it some more time to heal. So that's one of the reasons I haven't been putting out a lot of VR games, because a lot of them do involve you doing a lot of stuff with your hands. So, I didn't really want to agitate my hand any further, so I've been playing a lot of Payday 2 or the Hunter Primal to fill in the gaps in my gaming videos. So that's that. The other thing that I wanted to address was what I noticed as a trend in YouTube video creation. Now, I think I mentioned before in some of my videos that I don't have any fancy editing software and stuff like that, so I just basically use Shadowplay to record my gaming because it's very easy to make the adjustments in there with whatever I need. And I use Movie Maker, and occasionally I'll use a music video editor if I need to enhance music or cut music or something like that. The one thing that I personally like to do in my videos is when you see the thumbnail on my YouTube page, not all the time, but most of the time, it's a thumbnail from a screenshot from my gameplay. So what you see on the thumbnail is in-game footage. Now, obviously playing the Hunter Primal, that worked out rather well. With the VR titles, it's been kind of a mixed bag, because even though what I see in the VR headset is good quality, what you see on the monitor or TV is half the quality, because you have to combine the two images together to make what you see in the VR headset. So sometimes the quality isn't that great, because it depends on the developer. Some developers use high definition textures, other ones use a lower resolution texture in the game. So sometimes they're not so great. Sometimes I don't like them. But I still prefer to use a thumbnail that's from a screenshot from the game. Otherwise, I'll use like the logo of the game itself. That's fine too. Because what I've been personally noticing in the YouTube world is, and I don't know if YouTube's going to like me saying this, but they suggest that you make things appealing for people to look at. When they first see your video, make a flashy thumbnail that's going to suck them in, you know. I don't like that. I'm sorry to say I don't like that. And it doesn't seem to me to be very original. I mean, fine, I'm not saying that people don't have creative skills to make a collage, you know, on their thumbnail, and I'm sure it's not called a collage, because I'm sure they must use Photoshop or something like that, to create these thumbnails, you know, where they're in this spacesuit and their head's on top, you know, and they have the, you know, imagery in the back of whatever the game is, you know, with kind of like a crazy kind of a look like this, or you know, or something like that, you know. That doesn't really attract me to videos. Maybe that's what attracts people today, I guess. I don't know. To be honest with you, number one, this is how I look for videos. I look for videos specific for what I'm looking for. A particular game genre or a particular game name. You know, if I like some old school games that I'm looking for, you know, I might do that. If I'm trying to investigate video cards, like what I've been doing lately, to try to read up as much as I can on the GTX 1080 from NVIDIA, the GTX 1070, and now the 1060, which hasn't been released, and even the AMD Radeon 480 card that just came out. But the last thing I want to do is be deceptive when I put a video up. To me, if you put a screenshot of your gameplay, that's the least deceptive possibly. The second thing that I don't like to do is put a game title that is totally false. And a prime example, and I'm not going to mention who put it up, and I'm not even going to mention the game. But I am going to mention that it was like a psychological horror thriller type demo. And it was a VR demo. And what I noticed was on a lot of the videos, you know, not all of them, but a good number of them, people were saying, oh my God, a scary, you know, psychological horror game, you know, or demo. And I was scratching my head going, the demo was not really that scary. You know, it wasn't. It just wasn't scary at all. I don't know anybody who would have gotten scared by watching the demo. So to me, I was kind of thinking to myself, I don't want to ever be that kind of YouTuber, where I title things just to get people to click on my video. You know, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I got over 400 now, which I know by YouTube standards is not a lot. And I do thank all of you who are watching this, who may be a subscriber. I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel. Because I know that you just appreciate my videos. And to me, that's what matters. I don't want to be attracted to the most popular YouTuber, or I don't want to just click on things because they look exciting on the picture, or because the title just seems to be flashy. In fact, I got sucked in today. You know, I'm talking about this now, and I got sucked in today. Simply by a picture. I saw the picture, and I was like, wow, let me check that out. And the whole video was a disappointment, because it really wasn't about the title nor the picture that was on the video. So, you know, that's what I'm talking about. And it's a shame. And YouTube encourages this kind of behavior. But I don't want to be that kind of YouTuber. So anyway, this is getting to be real long. I was hoping to just do it in 5 minutes, but it looks like it's already on 10 minutes. The last thing that I wanted to talk about was video cards. I'm hoping to get another video card soon. I have a GTX 970, which I am happy with, but it just isn't cutting it the way I would like in VR. Now, most of my VR games run just fine. So I don't know if it's, when I do have problems, if it's the graphics card, the developer, or my processor. But to me, my processor should not be a problem. I mean, I just don't understand how an 8-core, 3.5 gigahertz processor is not enough to run VR. I mean, the developers in Steam VR and HTC have to get together and fix that problem because it's just ridiculous. You know, and the reason why I didn't buy a better one is because I just got done buying that one. So I wasn't going to go out and spend another $150, $200 to get another processor. But I want to talk about the video cards. The 480 from AMD was hyped and hyped and hyped and hyped about being a $200 gaming video card that can run VR. And I was hyped about it. I'm an NVIDIA guy. I buy NVIDIA most of the time. I have bought Radeon cards in the past, so I don't hate them. They just haven't brought out good drivers for me. So I was kind of excited about this 480. I figured, wow, you know, I can upgrade from my 970. But after all the benchmarks and everything, I just found out basically that the 480 doesn't even really beat the 970. But just to be fair, it's about the same as the 970, if not a little bit worse. So it's definitely not something I would buy for VR, despite what they might say. I would recommend you not buying a 480 for VR. I would save up and try to get a 1070 for VR, or if you can get a 980, GTX 980, or TI, overclocked editions or something. When they go on sale, if anybody has them for half price or something, jump on those. If you can't afford something in the 1070 or 1080 range by NVIDIA. Now the 1060 looks like it might be something worth looking at. But that remains to be seen. I don't know if that's going to be good enough to buy for VR. It seems like it would be. It's supposed to be as powerful as a 980, GTX 980 from NVIDIA. So anyway, that's my update for you for now about my thoughts. I guess I'll, at least once a month, I'll probably send a video up like this just to let you know what's on my mind. I'm going to try to get as many videos up as I can. You know, I'm having a little difficulty now because, as I stated before, I'm a one-man show. I got to do everything myself. All my game recording, all my editing. And, you know, I don't really have the support that I was hoping to have from people around me. So that makes it a little more difficult when I'm clashing with people about making time to do this. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know, I have 3 kids to take care of. I got a house to take care of, you know, etc., etc. It's summertime now, so I don't really like being stuck in a house. So I like to go to the shore. I like to swim in the pool here. You know, I like to recreate like anyone else. So I may not have as many videos up as I possibly can because of my lack of time, but I will do my best. The other issue is money. I can't buy every single game that comes out. I'm far from rich. So as I buy games, I'll post them up for you, and you know, when I get to play them. I don't always play my games right away either when I buy them. So anyway, Game Cooker out. I just wanted to let you know my thoughts, and I just wanted to be honest with you about how I'm going to do my videos, and I don't want to be deceptive, you know. In what I name my videos, the screen, the thumbnails that I put on my videos. So if there's anything that comes up that sounds deceptive, or if it did seem to deceive you, I apologize. It wasn't my intention. You know, I do try to name my videos according to how I'm thinking. So I might say, wow, fun game, you know, which means it was fun for me, but it still may not be fun for you. So my apologies if that's the case. You know, obviously, fun and happiness is relative to each individual. Thank you very much for watching my video. I just wanted to be sure to convey my thoughts to you as much as possible, so that since you're subscribing to my channel, you kind of understand the type of person I am. I'm by no means perfect, but I at least want to try to be as honest as I can with you. Alright? So I appreciate you watching my videos. Feel free to, you know, make any requests. If you want me to play any kind of VR game, or if you want me to post more Hunter Primal videos, that's fine too. Just send me a comment anytime. I'm always willing to listen, whether I agree or disagree. Alright, so happy gaming, and certainly be safe if you're a virtual reality gamer. And be sure to always keep your chaperone on, so you don't get hurt like I did. Okay? Peace. Game Cooker out. Bye.